Welcome to Current Buzz, the program that introduces the electric city to you. I'm your host, DC Watts. In this episode, we cut the ribbon on the new expansion at the water treatment facility, and local civic organizations hosted dinner for our first responders.
So these kind of facilities would not be possible if it wasn't for some really strong partnerships. And I think as I look back on my over 30 years in municipal government, the wastewater treatment facilities in this community are without a doubt, in my opinion, probably the model partnership that I've seen anywhere in the state of South Carolina. And that's a partnership that goes back as far as 1984 and involves our friends from Anderson County and also our friends a little bit south in Homeland Park. Again, I don't know if in examples I see of cities or other wastewater treatment or even water facilities that I've seen a partnership this long that has really worked this well. And what really brought this about was, and a lot of y'all won't even remember these days, development was stymied in Anderson to the point that the state would not issue any new building permits because wastewater treatment facilities couldn't handle it. That's a bad place to be, especially in an economy like today when we all need jobs. And believe me, I see across this state still in my involvement in the South Carolina City County Managers, there are communities that don't have this cooperation and aren't willing to put forth the effort to have the kind of facilities that we have here that put us in a position for growth and jobs. This new plant actually has 9.5 billion gallons per day of treatment. And here's the partnership I speak of. Anderson County owns 2.8 million gallons a day. 30% of this facility here is owned by Anderson County. The city has 5.5 million gallons a day, or 58%, and Homeland Park has 1.1 or 12%. And the thing that really makes this relationship one of beauty, I think, is that we are true partners and that we share the cost of this facility equally. It's this part of our operation that is unseen and largely forgotten by our general public that I will be most proud of, because again, it's put us 15 or 20 years ahead of the curve. When industry comes, we'll be ready for them. Commerce, new residential development, we'll be ready. There won't be any moratoriums on building permits. So again, that's the part I really like.
It was a 3.4 million gallon per day treatment plant expansion. We added some similar equipment to what we had just to expand this plant, and also we had to add a total of a 9.5 MGD treatment of sand filters, deep bed sound filters, to meet new phosphorus limits that was imposed by DHEC. So I think we're putting out a much cleaner effluent than we were. I know we are. And we also upgraded our chlorine disinfection to a ultraviolet light disinfection, which is also less risk to our employees, less risk to the environment around us. So we're real happy about that too. The project itself was a $26.6 million price tag. I wanted to also recognize our city staff. They took a lot of pride in keeping up the grounds here and the building that you'll see and the plant. I mean, it takes a lot of pride, it takes a lot of effort, and I saw them out here sweating all week, all last week, and all this week. So I'm real happy about what they've done. Our engineers designed south, and also our contractors, Wharton Smith. I don't know what you could do to say this any better, but out of a $26.6 million project, we had 0.3% change orders. I mean, less than $80,000 worth of change orders. In addition to that, we did come in with $1 million in our pocket. So, I mean, we have $1 million on the budget.
This wastewater treatment plant expansion will allow us to bring in industry outside and also develop residentially and commercially within our service area, which we're now reached to Highway 81 north and I-85. And we are really excited about the pride that our city staff has taken into this project and made it their own.
I think the thing that makes me most proud as a city manager for this project is the partnerships that we've developed with Anderson County and Homeland Park. This kind of project couldn't happen with just one, so them being on board and Homeland Park being on board allows us to provide the infrastructure for jobs. And the really good thing about this is we're proactive as a group, and there are wastewater treatment facilities now in place that as the economy picks back up, this community will be positioned for new industry, new commerce, and new jobs. In concluding on this today, our ribbon cutting for this project, I'd really like to pay special thanks to the mayor and the city council for their foresight in allowing this project to go forward, and also Anderson County Council and the Homeland Park Board of Commissioners. And these kind of projects don't happen without excellent staff. And I am just excited to be a part of the wastewater treatment staff that works so hard to keep these facilities up and make sure they've gone in properly.
Hi, I'm Jim Stewart with the Anderson Police Department, and tonight I'd like to express my appreciation and thanks to the civic groups, churches, and community organizations here in the city of Anderson that have so graciously honored the police department and fire department here within the city. In the past couple of weeks, we've had First Baptist provide goodies to the police department. The North Anderson Baptist Church has honored the fire department during their church service, as well as some groups like Chick-fil-A, who's brought meat trays to the police department. Also, St. John's here in town has honored the fire department by feeding them. And tonight we're here at First Presbyterian Church, who is so graciously going to provide meals to the shift on duty right now and the outgoing shift here at the police department, as well as all our staff.
Hello, I'm Dennis Tedder. I'm the pastor at First Presbyterian Church here in Anderson, in the heart of Anderson, and we're participating in our community-wide observance of the 10th anniversary of 9/11, the events of 9/11. Part of our observance, with the introduction and invitation of the United Way and other churches, is to host a meal for first responders. As a downtown church, First Presbyterian Church has been the recipient of our city police and their service. We've also seen them at work in the downtown area. We know how they watch out for us, and so it was natural for us to host a meal for our city police officers. We also tell our congregation, and we encourage everybody, that every time you hear a siren, let that be a signal to you to send up a prayer for our first responders, our police officers, and also for those that they're serving, our community. But we want to thank our city police and all our first responders. Thank you very much.
I'm Henry Spann. I'm an elder at First Presbyterian Church, and we are just very proud to be part of this 9/11 remembrance of our city policemen. We are a downtown church. We appreciate very much their quick response, and we feel very safe having them here. And this is a small token of our appreciation as a church for what our police do for us every day, putting their lives on the line for us and for everybody else in the community.
Hi, I'm Kelly King. I'm the Director of Hospitality and Fellowship at First Pres, and we're delighted tonight to have the City Police. Tonight for dinner we're having roast beef, ham, and we've had a lot of our members to make their favorite covered dish and favorite dessert, so we're just tickled to have them here.
All right, I'm Martin Brown, the Anderson City Police Chief. I just want to take this time to express to the community how grateful we are for remembering all our public safety and officers, police officers, fire officers, emergency service technicians, medical technicians. It has been a very rewarding week as we remember 9/11. We've held so many different events the community has. We had a memorial service, we had a parade where they honored and recognized all the public safety officers. And tonight we're at the First Presbyterian Church here in Anderson. They are providing us with meals and a moment to reflect and remember also all those victims in 9/11. So I want to just express my appreciation to all the community that has really reached out to the public safety officers.
Thanks for joining us here on Current Buzz. We'll catch you again next time.